Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We'll try a random run today. Don't get me the lost. I'm not ready. It's not fast enough. Good. Judas, a little risky, but theoretically definitely possible. Curse of the Unknown. I wonder how much HP I have. Sarcasm. TG60 QFDQ. After that last run, if we lose a vanilla Judas run, I'll be a little disappointed in myself. But I shouldn't say that because stuff like that can happen. Judas is probably up there. Not a great item there, obviously. He's up there as far as the best late game characters in the game go. And even like mid game, you know. I don't mean late game as in like by the chest, although also yes. I mean late game as in like by the second floor, basically. But in the early game, he's the most vulnerable character, except for the Lost, of course. My hope is that we'll be able to maybe pick up some HP right here. And you know what? I think this is worthy of the strength card as well. Just to give us a little bit of extra survivability against a boss that could quite conceivably end your run if you're not having the greatest time as Judas. I assume the strength card fills up the heart container as well. It's been a little while since since that's been a relevant thing for me to look at, I guess. But, very easy fight with all the things at our disposal, and there's a permanent HP upgrade, which actually makes me feel a whole hell of a lot better about this Judas run. Let the deal with the devil parade commence. But yeah, if you haven't seen our last run, I would definitely recommend going back and doing so. That was a hell of a wild run. A very weird one in that pretty much everything I said could happen. I was like, there's a very minute chance of the game shitting on us to the point where we lose this run, and then all of a sudden, almost literally everything that I predicted actually came true. We can't really use a bomb to get in there. I gotta learn, man. Don't eat the granola bars right before the show. I always end up getting a little piece of granola stuck in my throat. It makes me sound like I've, been chain smoking for weeks, but I haven't. I promise, Mom. In any case, we're just going to head down to the next floor. We could buy a Spirit Heart, but I'd rather not buy a Spirit Heart unless we absolutely need one for survivability, because we're guaranteed to deal with the devil anyway. So, I'd rather save our money maybe for an arcade chance or something along those lines, but for now, it's totally fine. And there's our deal with the devil, and it'll kill us. So we should probably get a Spirit Heart. I know we had Mom's Knife 2 runs ago, but it was really, like, sincerely only for the last 2 rooms. I would totally pick up Mom's Knife here. Let's do everything in our power to have a Spirit Heart ready for that. By the way, 2 double key rooms. Shit pisses me off, man. Unless you're gonna give me 1,000 keys. In which case, awesome. But for now, we've got to give our priority to the item room in the shop, considering we know that we're, like, 1 Spirit Heart away from being able to buy Mom's Knife. And, oh, yeah, that hurt. We should be able to get into that devil room again. Like, we should still have a 100% chance, actually, with Book of Belial. Man, some big-assed rooms happening right now. Okay, don't die. That's a pretty important and integral part of our complete plan here. We'll hope for a Spirit Heart that we can pick up, and we won't pick it up until we actually go into the boss fight. Because there's a realistic chance that I could completely fuck it up. Ooh. By taking too much damage in advance. A little bit too much key demand here. I'm also hoping that maybe we can just get a Tinted Rock and a bomb. That's a much easier way to get a Spirit Heart without compromising our purchasing power. But we're up to 8 cents now. That's something, man. Something, man. Something, man. Hit on the head with a frying pan. Get Mom's Knife. Judas wins. Something, man. Please allow me the opportunity to open that Tinted Rock as well. I desire it. We should be fine. It's not a guarantee, but with this, we should be fine to pick up Mom's Knife. And then we'll be in a dangerous situation on HP unless we get HP back directly from this boss, which is completely possible. But we gotta be careful. And we really, really need to... If we get hits, which we did, don't get hit by... I mean, it's already happened now, but don't get hit by the big bullet that causes you to lose 1 full heart. Get hit by the little one that causes you to lose a half heart, which is how it went down. We're going to put ourselves on the razor's edge, which is an extremely dangerous situation, unless we get HP here, which we did not, unless we get, like, a health upgrade card somehow. Hanged man. Mom's knife with no HP. Always risky. Dangerous situation, no question about it. We can't really benefit from our shop at all right now. So let's go hope for a decent item room and no enemies that charge us down, because I would hate to lose this run. Oh, those enemies, they're a little chargy. They charge us down a little bit. Nothing there. Cricket's body. I mean, I guess the tears upgrade is good. I'm kind of the mind that maybe we should just head down to the next floor, but there's a tinted rock available. All I need is to actually be able to blow it up. Unfortunately, unless we get a bomb here, okay. This should be some spirit hearts. At the very worst case scenario, a golden chest. I sound worse than I am. I know this might come across as overly defensive. I can feel the granola. Gross. I'm gonna put a bomb here and go get a glass of water. 1 second. Nature Valley, I love your product. You gotta make the granola not quite as sticky. Tone down the high fructose corn syrup a little bit. It's getting caught on my larynges. Anyway, apologies for that. Probably should do some editing there, but I'll just leave that at that. That's actually probably a pretty good use of our Hanged Man card. We'll come over there and use our Hanged Man card to get out of the way of those assholes, and then we should be totally fine. And really, now it's all about momentum. It's way too premature to call this a one run, but we just need a few more spirit hearts, and then it could be conceivable. Like blank card, I don't really want, but I want the spirit heart. And just stay out of the way of those, because like this is kind of the situation where like one little bit of relatively innocuous damage could knock us out here, but that is actually a huge pickup there in the form of cancer. Really nice wafer effect after we get hit once on a room. Now I might actually call it a one run, to be honest with you. Like that might just be enough to pull us back in this. It's enough to make me feel confident about going to our curse room at least, which is a really good sign. Even though it didn't work out for us, I still think that's worthwhile. Oh, so stupid! And then I should have just gone through the spikes for the rest of the room, but I'm an idiot. Now, okay, now it's a lost run again. Let's continue. I don't really want to buy a spirit heart again. I would much prefer to actually be able to buy better items from future shops, but if we have to, we have to. Pop the Hanged Man here. Impatience caused me most of my problems there, let's be honest. That's not the game's fault, that's me being an idiot. Give credit where credit is due, for better or for worse. Okay, these guys are very dangerous, without a lot of effective range. It's okay. What is my ideal pickup now? Well, when you're on low HP, like Spirit Hearts exclusively, one of the best things that can happen to you is just a 9 lives pickup. It sorts out pretty much every problem you could expect. So if we could pick up 9 lives, I would be extraordinarily grateful. Let's try to take the vertical approach here. Yeah, that's not going to hurt us as much. And then Headless Horseman is going to give us the ability to fly, which is good, but not worth giving up Book of Belial for. And then we unfortunately can't take the items that are in here. We could buy a Spirit Heart, but kind of tempted to just head down to the next floor. It might seem like rushing, but really I don't trust myself not to walk over the spikes. And then we've got Curse of Darkness, which is hopefully a little bit easier for my puny brain to deal with, and hopefully we can start stacking up a few more advantages on this floor, because we did get some advantages on the last floor, and some of them are permanent, but I squandered some of them as well. Sucks not being able to get Guppy's head, but maybe it's for the best, you know? If I'd had the HP necessary to do it, I might have done it, and if I'd done it, I might have put myself in a very, very dangerous position HP-wise. And the other one was missing page 2, not that big of a deal. If you're going to miss out on a deal with the devil, missing page 2 is not the worst one to be missing out on. And as you can see, glass cannon build in full effect here. Peep is going down super easily with our Book of Belial. And we're really hoping, maybe not for Converter, but for something Spirit Heart related on our shop on this floor. Lucky me. That could have been worse. 3-cent Spirit Heart is fine. I would like some more, but if that's all we can do, that's all we can do, you know? I don't have control over what the shops have in them. Alright, enough consumables to make an impact on this floor. 1 key for the item room. 14 cents for a judgment, 1 bomb for a tinted rock. Of course, I'm always looking to grow those collections if necessary. Now, there we go, that's a good idea. Trade a bomb for a key, worst case scenario, key and a chest. Possibly secret room access, and now there's a penny involved as well. That's bad. Still, worked out pretty well. And there's our item room. You're going to explode into bullets, which scares the shit out of me. And we've just got to keep one clear path here. As long as we keep one path clear for our own personal escape, this is not an issue. Let's check out our item room. HP, maybe? Cricket's Head, that's even better than HP. And it would take a really good item to make me say that in this particular situation, and this is a really good item. Cricket's Head shows up all the time now, but I'm not complaining. It's an extraordinarily good damage upgrade. Appearance of Fish Head is totally fine, and now I'm hoping again for some HP because, oh, we could take a deal with the devil if we manage to pick up a little bit more. Which we don't. Sort of. Well, we do, actually, I guess, but, I would really, really like to see some health-giving deals with the devil. Man! I think I've got to go Dark Bum here. But I would really like Dark Bum to pay out before I actually put myself at any risk. Like, even just 1 Spirit Heart for a little bit of extra peace of mind would help out a lot. So you're going to take that one first. Oh, we'll go back for that. And then just watch out for the spikes, because there are some spikes kind of just hanging out over here. Again, I feel bad, but I'm, like, it's a 1 run, but I keep kind of putting myself in lost run capabilities. Spirit Heart, okay. Big plays there. And this, if it's a full one, which it's not, he could have paid out there. Another penny. I'm glad I came back. We're going to do some more exploration here. Mostly because we have a ton of time. Like, our damage is such that we've gotten insanely ahead of the curve here. So I can afford to farm up a little bit more HP if possible. This is dangerous. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Extremely dangerous. Don't ever put yourself in a position where, you know, it could be possible for me to hit you. That would just be too easy for me, right? Good. I had to hold on to that one just a little bit longer. There we go. Okay. Trickle charge. Does it beat Fish Head? Probably yes. And immediately we're back in the fucking danger zone. And we're fighting our favorite enemy to be in the danger zone with. Envy. Just be extremely flippin' careful here. No red hearts, but a chest. The chest contains no red hearts. I am not fond of this decision, and I wish that I had not chosen to explore more. Really needed to kill more than 1 at a time here. Okay. Are we going to use 2 keys? We're going to use 2 keys. Red heart means all is forgiven. Spirit heart helps out a lot too. Okay, I feel better about this now. Oh, this is kind of like last run, and actually a little bit like the run before it as well, running on the razor's edge. Now, you know, I realize in saying this, the common element in all of those runs is me. I'm not trying to say I'm having, you know, the most superb Isaac runs of all time. My play has not necessarily been crazy fantastic. 48-hour energy is good. Bombs are key is totally fine in our situation. And no more red hearts, huh? Oh, well, at least, thank God it was not bad trip. I shouldn't have even been taking it. It's like, it's far too risky to be worthwhile. Is there a way to the right here? No, so it must be this way now. Now, Dark Bomb is maybe 1/2 red heart away from paying out, so I'm not exceptionally worried. Oh, this is an important Skype message, probably. Let's see who this one's from. Nope. I'm gonna sign out. Like most things on Skype, not important in the least. Okay. Oh, almost walked on the spike there. Got a little ahead of myself. Let's head down to the next floor. Should be a winning run. Just a little bit on edge right now, and I think somewhat deservedly so. I put myself in this position, but still. I'm not even going to take this until we see if we get a Spirit Heart here. Okay, good. Range up. That's fine, actually. I've been complaining about my effective range, and now I can stop doing that. Maybe. Classic mistake. Always, always, always break the husks after the room if you can afford to. That way you don't... Not husks, sorry. The skulls that contain the hosts. Break those after the room if you can afford to. Thought maybe we might get telepills here, but honestly, pheromones is a pretty sweet pickup in and of itself. Thought we maybe had wall masters there. Okay, dumb damage. Very stupid of me. But Zambros should have no chance here. Why am I not shooting my knife? You raise a very interesting point. I don't know why I'm not shooting my knife. Brain, why are you choosing not to shoot the knife? Conscious brain knows that it's the right decision. It's unconscious brain's being a little bit of a dingleberry about it. Nothing good going on there, unfortunately. Not as far ahead of the curve as we used to be, but still at least a few rooms, which is, you know, maybe like a minute or so ahead of where we theoretically need to be. Thank you, Dark Bum. Nothing yet, but we're getting there, I'm assuming. Definitely enough money to buy whatever we need to buy, which means inevitably greed. No, not greed. Okay, I still don't want any of that. Like, it's still pretty bad. We've gotten pretty poor luck with our shop so far, either with my lack of money or with the shop's lack of good stuff. It's okay, it happens. Maybe a secret room here. No such luck. Well, we got a tall room, big room. And we're gonna have to do both. But actually, this is a pretty easy tall room for these guys. Like a miniature Gertie fight in and of itself. And then this is maybe the easiest big room, actually. 1426. I'm not too worried about boss rush, but you know, if it becomes something that's plausible to do, I might consider it, as is often the case. Full battery charge. Maybe we'll find a reason to use that. Very good. SMB Superfan is a pretty huge pickup here. Might not be the best all stats upgrade, however, the fact that we just got some HP out of it makes me extremely happy. And I think we're probably, like, due to my own inadequacy, we're gonna have to give up the Guppy Dream on this one and instead pursue, like, the Abba Dream, which is when you're a dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17, but also when you pick up Abaddon from the Deal with the Devil, and then you win a run as a result of it because it's too good to fail. I can't believe they were fast enough to get through that. But that's on me again for being a little stupid. Let's see if we get any black hearts here. No black hearts, but a 2 of spades, which I'll pop, and a Judgment card, which is risky, but also very, very interesting. Lucky me. Should again stop using the knife just for melee purposes. That's rarely going to work out well for me. I hope we can get good use out of that Judgment, but I also want to give the HP to Dark Bum, if we can afford to. This room was handled positively. Alright, let's go fight Monstro 2. Should be relatively easy. And by relatively, I mean extremely. Coat Hanger not that crazy for us right now. And we get a Krampus fight, which was extremely easy as well. And we get Krampus' head, which we do not want. Maybe a half red heart here. Are you going to be kind to us, game? You are not going to be kind to us. We've been to item room, we've been to shop. Just to keep the theoretical dream of boss rush alive, I will, I'll skip what is probably like a self-sacrifice room over there. And we'll be looking for a teleportation card. Yeah, I'll skip a couple of rooms to have a chance to pick up an item of my choice on a run that's a little delicate here. Bad damage. That's for you, Dark Bum. Full red heart you can take. Half red heart I'll consider. You know what would be awesome is 2 Guppy items right here. pretty unlikely. I'll let you take that because you're going to pay out anyway. And we're one-shotting pretty much any enemy we face, so it doesn't seem to make sense to use Book of Belial just yet. And we fight some tankier enemies. You know what? Best HP that I can do is actually this, because Dark Bum is never going to get any advantages out of that. Now, we could backtrack and play our Blood Bank a little bit. Might consider it. It would allow us to get those pills that are on the ground. I don't know what those pills are. And we could only get one of them because we only have 1 HP right now, but, you know, we'll continue to cross these bridges as they approach. Wallmaster, Wallmaster. Two more. And a rerollable room. This is a 4. I believe that the 4 room rerolls the item pedestals. Starting to get better about recognizing those. Oh, that's too good. Wish we'd gotten blank card now, but so be it. Yeah, I believe that rerolls item pedestals. So if we find items that we don't like, we can go back to that 4 room and definitely get our, you know, our 2 keys worth out of it. And it's starting to, like, we're gaining some momentum on this floor, which is pretty exciting, because for a while I thought I was going to be the guy who loses a Mom's Knife Dark Bum run, which is not the guy that I want to be after just winning the Soy Milk run that we had. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Butterbean is rerollable as hell. And actually, I think if we get to Boss Rush, I wouldn't actually mind doing it. Mom's Key will take for sure. Sharp Plug has some merit, but I'm going to stay away from it. So now that we've seen, theoretically, the item pedestals, I hope this doesn't reroll the Polaroid for us. I'm saying this knowing full well... Oh, shit, I forgot where our room is. I'm saying this knowing full well there's a chance that it'll reroll the Polaroid. I don't think it will, because we haven't seen it yet, but it's a possibility, maybe. 1830. We really should be able to get to Boss Rush. If we can't, we can't, you know? I've been playing long enough to deal with that kind of annoyance, but I'm pretty sure that it's just right up here. And then our boss room can't be too far away. We could probably beat Mom in like 7 or 8 seconds if we have to. And we don't have Curse of the Blind. No, because we saw Butterbean and decided that it was shitty, that's right. Butterbean gets rerolled into Samson's Chains. There's positives and negatives about Samson's Chains that I'm not necessarily going to go into, but I guess I'm happy about it. The shop items only get rerolled if you actually buy them first, which obviously with a passive item you can't really do. Slowing us down a little bit here, but still worth doing with Dark Bum and Mom's Key, no question about it. And there's our boss fight. Dark Bum, please. Yeah, we should have more than enough time here. So I'm thinking we don't use... Ooh, already done. We don't use Book of Belial there so we can use it against the boss. Pretty clutch deal with the devil. Yeah, it actually hurt us. Very excited about that. And let's see if there's anything in here that we can draw value from. Sadly, kind of not. But I'll take Juicy Sack. And I'll do so for the extra creep. I mean, it's not that good, but it's not that bad either. And it allows us to do the fight, which will allow us to snag another item anyway. So, I mean, whether or not... You could make a pretty good case that this is not worth the investment here. But when we're one-shotting almost every boss, at least in the early phases here, I'm not going to feel too bad about it, and maybe we'll get a sweet item at the end. I actually considered doing it all for Book of Revelation Spirit Heart, but at that point it becomes harder to mathematically justify, because you're like, if I get hit twice, then it's made this not worthwhile. At least with Juicy Sack, it's a little bit more nebulous, so I can act like maybe it's a little bit better than it is. To pull the veil back on that a little bit. Alright. I think we have maybe... No, we're probably too early still for Gish Monstro 2. But I think we can kill Monstro 2 super quickly. Well, we can probably kill every enemy except for these enemies that have multiple phases super quickly, so... This might actually be our most annoying wave, weirdly enough. It's Monstro 1, okay. That's fine. Chubb will go down in one hit. Gertie soon to follow. Shot in the wrong direction, which weirds me out a little bit. I must have like just moved out of the way of its quadrant or something like that. Alright, that was super easy actually. That's probably like our 4th hardest wave, so to be able to kill it before it even gets a chance to fire feels really good. Just a testament to the strength that we've got going on in this run right now. Yeah. I mean, these enemies, this is the least tanky of all the waves, I think, but still feels pretty good. And of course, it's the wave that we actually took a hit on. My mistake. Dark Bomb is going to be able to pay out with a Spirit Heart, though. If I can actually hit the heart with one good one, it'll probably finish it. And the mask soon to follow. And that means we're on the Horseman already. Oh my god, this is actually insane damage. Which I should have known coming into this, but it's kind of blowing me away a little bit here. You know, sometimes you have those runs and you go, wow, this is like even more damage than a Mom's Knife run. Admittedly, this is not just Mom's Knife, but still. Common Cold is actually well worth it. Much better than the item we actually got, so fine by me. Turns out Mom's Knife does an awful lot of damage. Who would have thought? No curse. That's what I like to see. So this will be our last sanctioned deal with the devil. There's a Tinted Rock right there. Wouldn't mind getting Small Rock, but the Spirit Hearts might admittedly be a little bit more important right now. Golden Chest. Alright, we get a little of column A, a little of column B, I guess. Every time the enemy hits me, it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory at this point. I am hoping, though, to get rid of our... Oh, that was dumb. To get rid of our last remaining HP, like red HP, careful what you wish for, because permanent Polaroid invincibility plus the insane damage that we have thanks to Mom's Knife, Cricket's Head, SMB Superfan, etc., etc., pretty much means that if an enemy hit us once, we're going to kill them. And that goes for bosses, too, so... You know, if like Mom's Heart hit us once, as long as we go into the fight with 2 HP, we've pretty much got a guaranteed win at that point. That was another spell of damage I'm not particularly proud of. Ideal items, you know, 9 lives, yes. Abaddon. I don't think that's a Tinted Rock. 9 lives, Abaddon, those are pretty huge. Pact, Mark, wouldn't mind. Anything that allows us to trade our HP for, more HP, and also preferably gives us permanent Polaroid invincibility is a lock for a win, basically. If I don't manage to get it, there is still that theoretical chance that this all goes completely south here. This is what I'm looking for right there. Alright, more HP. I'll take it for now, and yeah, we'll do the dangerous thing here. Would have been really nice if that paid out with another Spirit Heart. So our HP is super low. But the fact that we are on permanent Polaroid invincibility is actually of staggering use for us. So let's hope for some Dark Bum payouts here. This is probably worth it with Mom's Key. I can't imagine that it wouldn't be. Cancer Trinket. I mean, it's not as worth it as I thought it would be. Is that Bob's brain? Bob's rotten head. Yuck. We left a penny behind, but no big deal. Again, just regular chests or golden chests are fine by me. The more red hearts we get, the better our life becomes, thanks to Dark Bum. So if we can get just the staggering amount of like regular chests would help us out a lot here. Golden chests don't hurt either. And that was 2 very samey enemies in a row there. Extra bomb does not hurt in case we do come across Tinted Rocks. Skeptical I would even notice them, but if we did, there's value there. Okay. And we can use Book of Belial like every 2 rooms as a result of Trickle Charge, so I should really try to do so. And there's a Tinted Rock for us on this room with another Spirit Heart. At this point, I see us running away with this. Not to say that it's impossible to snatch a loss from this one, but it should be very, 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 very unlikely. Especially now that we're getting some momentum. Thanks to some very generous payouts with Dark Bum. You know, Dark Bum could be giving us spiders right now. Or it could be giving us, friendly spiders or angry spiders. But instead it's giving us the payout that is definitely the best possible for our personal tastes. Right now, at least. Maybe one day we'll want the spiders, but for now I want the HP. This should be kind of a great moment for us to be able to get a lot of red hearts for Dark Bum. At least some. Umbilical cord. The Emperor card's great, but I'm going to stick with the Yara rune. It's just substantially stronger on the chest. You don't need me to tell you that. Everyone knows the implications of the Yara rune at this point, I think. And any synergy that we can get is awesome. But with Mom's Knife, you kind of forego synergy to instead just pick up basically like ass-kicking potential. Just realize that we have Samson's Chain, so we don't really need to be cracking open every single one of these with bombs. We could just use Samson's Chain, but whatever. Alright. Mom's Knife, Book of Belial. Very good start there, I would say. And this should seal the deal. I don't really want to take damage, so if I can stay away from it, it's even better. And we will head up to the cathedral, and yeah, this is going to be a fast one, and it's looking pretty freaking likely it's going to be a win as well. 26 minutes. Nice change of pace from all those like super long runs we've had lately. Some of those are good enough in their own right to be happy about too, though. You know, what I just hate is when you get no damage. That's the worst. That's like the my brain. That's the worst archetype in the Binding of Isaac. It's just a run that gives you like a lot of HP so you can't die, but no damage. I like this one a little bit more. Less HP. And remember, we had to go pretty hard to actually take Dark Bum and make it worthwhile, largely as a result of my own idiocy, but regardless, you know, we get less HP on this run, but crazy damage, much more my style. Temperance card, usually you can blow it up for some red hearts. Working out very nicely for us. If you want to give me that Emperor card on the chest, I would not be averse to it. Adverse? You have averse... No, you have adverse side effects, which means bad. You have an aversion to taking a medication, which is, you know, a hesitation, if you will. A desire not to. Well, I'm worrying about the intricacies of the English language. Enemies here are choosing to poop on me. Understandable. Can't believe I got out of that without taking damage. I mean, it still might on this room, but just to get out of that one simple encounter there is very lucky. Another Spirit Heart probably coming our way. Thank you very much. Kind of an anticlimactic room there. Yeah. As long as we have 8 keys, I feel okay about this. And with Mom's Key, again, yeah, you're very likely to get more than your money's worth. I don't know how many times I can say that in these Rebirth runs, but Mom's Key, man, basically removes not all, but most of the risk from picking up a chest. Probably worth that, actually. Amnesia, not that excited about, but we'll pop Book of Belial here as if it's necessary and go fight some bosses and pick up 2 keys when we didn't use any to open it. Never know, we could get blank card out of one of our early chests and then all bets are off. Really should not have taken damage there. That's on me being a little bit too aggressive. Not that big of a deal, though. And weirdly enough, I'm actually kind of excited, or happy, I guess I should say. This is a relatively linear... No? Okay, a relatively linear cathedral. Please. Please. There we go. Just really poor timing on that. So I don't mind going to every room, and I think we've gained HP or we've broken even here, but we've probably gained some consumables at least. Gotta be coming close to the end by now, though. Ooh, definitely deserve to take damage there. Wouldn't hurt you to drop any more red hearts. Just maybe it would. I don't know how the process of red heart spawning takes place. Maybe that's why they're always asking us to donate blood, so that they can give it to us in the Binding of Isaac. But I imagine it's you're probably going to be okay. Alright, let's beat Isaac. And this is a rare situation where I almost want to take damage so that I can just run in there and get the easiest KO of all time. But I think this is already going to be the easiest KO of all time, to be honest with you. And, well, never mind. There we go. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. Actually, I kind of like no blank card Yara rune because it gives us double the items but allows us to pick them up right away. I would give it up in a heartbeat for blank card, but Monstro's Lung Mom's Knife unfortunately doesn't synergize well. This is like our exact run from last time. So I'm going to try to ruin this run, as dumb as it sounds, by taking everything here. I think it'll really, really nerf soy milk. But we should get a hugely fast charge on Mom's Knife. Let's see how much damage it does. Oh yeah, so Mom's Knife soy milk is not good. I think I already knew that in advance. However, this seems kind of funny. Does it give it like much faster ticks of damage? Like if I just walked over to the enemy, would it shit on them? Also, would you dance if I asked you to dance? Would you take my hand and never look back? That's Hero by Enrique Iglesias. That was not the song from the Wild Wild West soundtrack. That was Bailamos. Most people forget that. Well, definitely Book of Belial is warranted now. I don't know what I was hoping for. Like, in my mind, this should allow me to, like, every second between Soy Milk, Monstros Long, and Mom's Knife, it should allow me to tap shoot, like, 100 knives at a time. Instead, we just get one knife that's really bad. Like, really, really bad. And could actually throw the run. Let's hope it doesn't, though. This is a dead end, though. It's really hard to aim the knife, actually. You know, I've got all this learned behavior. Not learned, I guess. This is actually a case where you should use learned. I got this learned behavior for the range that we should stand at for Mom's Knife, but now when we tap it, it just flies across the screen. I'm still thinking like Book of Belial. Oh, not very good. Like Book of Belial, permanent Polaroid invincibility against the boss probably makes us unkillable, but we got to get to the boss first. And we got to remember not to use the strength card on the boss, actually. Because we'll get that extra bonus, but, well, we can use the strength card when we're almost dead, I guess, and maybe get some value out of it there. It's crazy how much our damage got nerfed here, though. I guess it's like we got nerfed by, you know, 80%. That's the way the damage downgrade works with Soy Milk. Still killed Dingle pretty well. This might be worth using this. Oh, yeah, very stupid of me. My best friend is freaking me out. Messing with my mojo here. Don't shoot. Okay, shoot. Now's your chance. Coward, you're only gonna kill a man. Oh, okay. That was alright, but I'm actually getting like very nervous now. Especially in that we're not getting any freaking payouts from these enemies. Which is incredibly frustrating. Because, like, single red hearts become exceptionally valuable in this situation when we have Dark Bum, but no single red hearts are getting paid out, man. Yeah, that's bad damage. Get out of there, please. And for all the talk of, oh, Northern Lion's absurdity, look at that, he took D100. This is the most absurd decision I think I've ever made in the series. And it's likely to fucking backfire. No payouts at all. Man. Disappointment. How did I get a full charge so quickly there? Oh, because I didn't use it on them, I used it on Monstro too, right. My mistake. Pyro. Somehow drop Pyro. You can't drop Pyro, but drop Pyro maybe. Think about it. Consider it at the very least. At this point, we really can't afford to go in the wrong direction. We really can't afford to take damage. We finally got a drop, which is nice. I'm happy about that. This is the wrong direction. I don't think it... Oh, God dang it. I don't think it really matters who we kill first. We might have to use our bombs here, man. Like, to kill enemies. We're doing such little damage. I guess we're going to kill Envy last. And pick up those delicious, delicious bombs. And a chest with Pyro in it. Guaranteed. How could we go wrong? Oh, a pill. A pill. Balls of Steel. It's the only pill that would have saved me and did. Okay. Well, we've covered 2 dead ends. Secret room right here. Maybe? No? Alright. Next time. Should be using Book of Belial more often, but at the same time, there's a a huge incentive in my mind to say, oh, I walked over it because I forgot I can't fly. There's a huge incentive in my mind to only use it on, you know, rooms or waves of enemies that should be particularly difficult. This is a great situation for us. This is like extremely, extremely important. If we can get, like, I don't really want lard. Lard would be bad, but just like raw HP payouts would be huge. Okay, that's potentially like 1 spirit heart, maybe 2 right there. Close, 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 close. Oh my god, we finally found our boss room. Okay. How do we do this? I shouldn't say finally, because actually we weren't really waiting that long. That's pretty good. Considering I can't use Book of Belial here, I'm relatively happy with that damage. Don't jump. He jumped. Just kill 1. Oh, god damn it! Then you drop red hearts. Cancer effect. Super helpful, though. I forgot that we basically have the wafer. Oh my god, we found the secret room, too. But yeah, we basically have the wafer on rooms where we've already been hit. That's extremely important. More bombs. Really not interested in fighting greed at this point. Just kind of hoping for like a key beggar. I've learned my lesson. Even for fun, never take Soy Milk Mom's knife, man. Just a hugely disappointing bullshit extravaganza here. Alright. With Book of Belial, our damage is at least acceptable. Now we'll have the cancer effect on this room. And we can always pop the strength card once we're on our last half heart. And we should, yeah, we should be totally fine. But that's that was almost terrible damage there. That's a very valuable lesson to be learning. Whew, almost a very dangerous situation. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a lot. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.